Ladies and gentlemen, iniBuilds has taken the flight sim world by storm.
Yes.
And I love it. I absolutely love it. I really do love it. I have to say that I love what iniBuilds is doing in the flight sim space with one little caveat. And we'll talk about the caveat
Mm.
soon. But let's talk about what you're doing that I love positively. First and foremost, they came into X-Plane and they made one of the best planes X-Plane ever had,
Yeah.
which still is one of the best planes X-Plane ever had for X-Plane 11. They made an A300, and that thing to this day still stands up, even against the new A300 for Microsoft Flight Sim. I look at them side by side, and I'm like, wow. What I love about it, iniBuilds, you get to see the same developer do the same product for two different platforms,
Yeah.
and see, and now you get to see, because now you know what the developer is capable of doing, but you get to see the limitations of each platform. That's what you get to see side by side and compare, because it's the same exact product. Anyway, that's one thing with iniBuilds. We're going to come back to that in a sec. I love the iniBuilds store. I love the ease of updates. I love all the sceneries they're dropping left, right, and center. And I love the airplane roadmap that they're bringing out. Oh, my word. The A350?
Oh boy.
What? Oh, my word. The A220
Mm.
by partnering with Synaptic?
Yeah.
And they're going to get it done. If Synaptic has been working on this, ini coming is just going to speed that project up. So I dare to say that the A220 is not far away.
That's what I was most excited about
You
actually when
understand?
hearing that
Yeah,
news about Synaptic partner with I. I was like, "Oh, cool. That means it's going to actually get done." Because
yeah,
before we've been waiting since Microsoft came out, which was 3, 4 years ago now.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Sitting there in the fly-by-wire installer, just grayed out. I'm like, "Okay, what you guys work? How's it going?" So with I now partnering with them, I'm like, "All right, cool. Now it's going to actually get done." So
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And I haven't flown on a A220 for the first time. Just came off of one a few hours ago. Yeah, I love that plane. When I had to ask to go up to the cockpit, and I did. Like, usually I don't ask, I just like peeking, but I asked, and they're like, "Yeah, come on up. I got pictures in the cockpit. I get to check it out. I get to look at the side stick. That looks like a Fisher Price toy, by the way. But
It
anyway,
does.
what I'm saying. But and get to sit beside the wing and the engine, and record the sounds it makes is absolutely fantastic. So having it come to the sim, it's beautiful. And with iniBuilds, these guys mean business.
Yeah.
That plane is going to get done. It's going to get done well, and we're looking forward to that. Absolutely. So they're on a tear. The 350, we know it's going to be a foregone conclusion. If they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it,
Yeah.
and I believe them. You understand? Um, the only issue I have with iniBuilds going forward is the outright neglect of
Mm.
X-Plane 12.
What do you mean by that?
Well, what I mean by that is, and it's not my words. They When X-Plane 12 dropped, different developers made their airplanes work with 12 without an issue, right? Including iniBuilds, they came out with a patch or a fix to make it work with 12, only to realize that it crashed the desktop because the autosave function that the plane had originally, it was causing an issue. And the community came up with a simple idea: remove the autosave function from it. Just remove the autosave folder. I think that's all you did. The plane works, sounds good, looks good, flies good. Well, several updates later of X-Plane 12, the plane broke again. I tried to fly it a couple of weeks ago, and some of the switches wouldn't work after I started the ground power AP or whatever. It just doesn't work. So I'm saying that iniBuilds have come out last year saying that they were working on X-Plane 12 for the A300. They said they would address it by the end of the year. They did not. They have not. What they have done is release the A300 from Microsoft, which is a very good plane. I bought it day one. I've been flying it. I love the plane. There's a comparison video that I need to make between that and the X-Plane version, because I have my opinions of it, but it's good to see both versions. And we're now in February. The Microsoft version have had maybe 4 or 5 updates already that they're pushing, and that's good. I love it. They're keeping it going. They're making it better and better. Still haven't said anything about X-Plane 12. So people who own the plane can only fly on X-Plane 11, but X-Plane 12, it doesn't work
Yeah.
for the most part. And I haven't heard anything from them to say, hey, we're working on it in the background. It's taking us longer because X or something. Communication.
Yeah.
So that's a little qualm that I have with them about neglecting the X-Plane 12 version of the A300. I'm sure as soon as this video is posted, they're going to drop an update saying it's working and we're good to go. You can forget this rant right here. But that's my only thing with iniBuilds. They're doing such a tremendous job in the flight sim community on Microsoft with their store, their scenery, their planes. I'm excited for it. Just give X-Plane 12 a little bit of love with that A300. It's a very good plane. Please. That's all I'm asking. That's it, man. That's my rant. I'm over.
I mean, on the subject of I builds, I mean, I 100% agree with you. Actually, I think they're killing it right now. I'm actually super happy and proud of them. Seeing them come on the scene in X Plane, and they basically popped out of nowhere with their A310 and A300, and like you said, for it to be the one of, if not the best, uh, aircraft for X Plane 11. But then X Plane 12 comes out and it's neglected, which is really upsetting because right now X Plane is starving for high quality third party content, and for one of the biggest developers, one of the biggest and best developers in the X Plane ecosystem, to not update their aircraft to the latest version of the sim, just makes zero sense. But I get that they got this big Microsoft deal, right, going for them. And again, super happy, proud of them. And since they've had that deal, they've been killing it, plane after plane, scenery after scenery. But then, what's up with X Plane, right? For a while, we thought they were just like, we're out, like we're done with X Plane. But then they left us that little teaser during the holiday season saying, hey, we're going to address what's our future with X Plane. And as you said, we have still not heard anything 2 or 3 months later about that. And so, yeah, I think it's an issue. I think they need to speak up. What is your plan? Like, just cut it, man. Like, if you're not coming back to X Plane, okay, so be it. Just let us know, right? Let us know it's not, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to support anymore. Maybe you're under contract with Microsoft Flight Sim that you can't do X Plane content. That would be understandable because you're making content. You're getting paid by Microsoft or Asobo to do stuff. So if that's in your terms, I get it. Just let us know, right? Just let us know so that we're not just sitting here like, man, I hope the 300s, fixed someday. So I don't know, man. I is doing a lot of things great. That things like this is being just kind of swept under the rug. I think not everyone knows that there is this little issue kind of dwindling on the X-plane side of just the lack of support for the aircraft that they've already created. So, but a lot of great things to be excited about from I builds. I'm looking forward to it. One other thing, since we're talking about constructive criticism, is y'all need to fix y'all scenery. Like, for real. It ain't it. Yeah, I mean, I know JFK is JFK, but I shouldn't be hurting for frames on a 4090 in JFK, in LA, in Detroit, things like that. So that's all I gotta say. If in case somebody from the team watches it, pass it along.
Yep. Come on the show. Tell us what's going on. Please do it. All right. Cool beats. Well, let us know in the comments, guys. What are your take on all of this? You're a Microsoft only person. You don't give a crap about X-Plane, or you're X-Plane guy starving to be able to fly your plane. Let us know. What do you think? Maybe are we off base on this, or is it what you guys consider it to be an issue as well? Definitely let us know, man. Good deal.